So today is the back of the engine. I've just degreased this brand spanking new lightweight flywheel, which was the whole reason for the whole engine out project anyway. It's a few kilos lighter, so I've just been looking up the torque settings for these new flywheel bolts, and I've got my new clutch now, so that's reassuring. And then we will build it back up again. So what we'll do is we'll torque up, I'll put the bolts in, I'll start to torque them up, might have to lock the flywheel off again just to get the final torques set, and then try and use this clutch alignment tool, get the clutch and the pressure plate fitted and get all the bolts put back in. So let's see how it goes. Right then, so just going to use this clutch alignment tool, pop the clutch on, pop the pressure plate on, center the clutch using this gadgetry, and put the pressure plate on with these guys here, and then torque it up. That should be it. Right, let's see how that goes. Okay, so as you might have just seen, a bit of faffing around. I've just run into my first problem. Turns out the pressure plate doesn't match onto my new flywheel, which I must admit I just assumed it would, seeing as this was the recommended flywheel for this. So I need to do a little bit of investigation. Do I have the wrong flywheel, or do I have the wrong clutch cover? Anyway, I guess that's put the kibosh on today's jobs, but a little bit of research is required, and let's see how we get on. I'll report back. That's a few days on from my initial hiccup. Turns out I ordered the wrong flywheel. So there's two types for the Sigma, 1.6 Zetec SE for the Caterham, and yeah, I thought there was only one, so I was advised to buy that one, and I bought it. So luckily TTV have been very good, so they've taken that one back and sent me out the other one, which strangely looks very much like the one I've just taken off. So that's it there, all nice and shiny, and thankfully it does fit. The clutch plate does fit over it. So what we have to do now is, yes, it is a lot lighter, by the way. It might look the same, but it is significantly lighter. So what we have to do now is everything we did before, really. So I'm going to give it a clean up, get all the oil off it. So there's a layer of oil on it just to keep it nice. Give that a clean with some brake cleaner. Stick it back on, lock it on, torque it up, and then fit the clutch plate with the new clutch. And then what? Well, I guess that's us pretty much ready to reintroduce the engine back into the car. So that probably isn't going to be overly exciting for you because you saw it coming out, but I will endeavour to film it anyway. At least a time lapse. So I've given the engine bay a bit of a clean up. Steering rack looks nice and shiny. All the framework has been cleaned up. I put some wax oil in between the chassis and the aluminium about a year ago, and that still looks really good. I don't know, I might just give it another layer on there just to protect it, because it can get a bit grotty. And yeah, so that's where we are. Let's build the flywheel. Okay, that's all on, torqued up, and looking nice and shiny. Might just give it a further wipe to degrease with a little bit of brake cleaner, and then offer up the clutch plate. So yeah, let's have a go. Right, bit of fresh paper. Don't want any oil in here for slipping. Right, I have off camera attempted to centralize the clutch. I'm not overly convinced it's bang in the middle, but anyway, we can offer it up and see how it looks when I take the thing out. So, how do we do this without breaking stuff? Bit of cardboard for protection maybe. And then see if we can find the holes. Like that. There's a hole there. There's a hole there. And that's a dowel. The dowels. Oh yeah. That. Now that seems to be on. I don't know if. Right, I think we'll probably put these wee screws back in. I'll go and get a socket for that. What size are these? 10mm. Do I need any of the glue? Where the hell did I put it? I don't think so, but why would you not? Why would you not? Just a tiny bit. Okay. Tiny little bit of stuff. Oops, offer up these clutch plate bolts. Feel like we're getting somewhere. Sorry, I'm right in your way here. You can take first. No, take it off. This one. Bloody hell, it looks alright, that. It looks okay. Yeah, I think. Yeah. Is it 29? Okay. Whew. Where are you? So that's us. Okay, so I think that is it. So hopefully that's looking something like centralized. I guess the proof will be in the pudding when we put it back in the car. Everything's torqued up correctly, I believe. Clamps are off, pressure plate's torqued up, flywheel's torqued up. So yeah, what's next? Well, probably gonna have a go at putting this back in at the weekend. I might see if Gordon's available again to come and help me. Have a tidy up, probably tidy up the engine a little bit, to be honest. It's It's a little bit dirty in places, so while it's out. As I mentioned before, everything in the engine bay is looking a bit tidier, so yeah, opportunity now to get things a bit polished. The exhaust needs polished, the exhaust outlets need polished. So yeah, the build brings me back onto the next project. What we're going to do next? I've got an idea, but we'll come back to that. Right, let's finish this for now. Learn a valuable lesson about ordering parts, but that's the thing, sometimes these things take a while to make if they're not on the shelf. I want it to be ready to go. But yeah, anyway, lesson learned. On to the next one.